Here's a leadership moment from Jesus' ministry and Jesus' leadership example in the area of coaching. So here's what Jesus did. Jesus mentored by including others in relevant activities. So whatever Jesus did, eventually he had somebody else there to watch him and to learn with him. So while he was, a lot of times he prayed alone. We know that he prayed alone overnight to appoint the apostles. But later on, he took his disciples with him to show them how to pray. Luke chapter 9, verses 18 and verse 28. And when Jesus began a preaching tour of the nearby settlements, he actually did most of his ministry within three different cities, among those three cities. And as he did this tour, he took his disciples with him so they could watch and they could learn. In Luke chapter 8, verse 1, it says, "Soon afterward, Jesus began a tour of the nearby towns and villages, preaching and announcing the good news about the kingdom of God. He took his 12 disciples with him." So even those kinds of situations, he took them along so they could learn. Eventually, he sent them out by themselves because they had seen, they'd learned, and they asked. And the disciples often asked questions in those environments because they were there to see and to learn. And even in some really problematic, confrontational situations where a young girl had died, Jesus took his closest associates with him into that difficult situation. And here it says in Luke chapter 8, verse 51, when they arrived at the house, Jesus wouldn't let anyone go in with him except Peter, John, James, and the little girl's father and mother. So as a leader, bringing somebody along with you, whatever you do, whenever you can, bring somebody from your team with you so they can see, you can help them grow, you can train them, you can teach them. It's part of mentoring, it's part of coaching, so they can observe in real life situations, ask questions, and develop their own skill set. Because we want to help people become not just good, but better than us. And so we help them to do that. So bring people along and include them in relevant activities.